Welcome everybody to the live stream. What is going on, guys? Hope everybody is doing good, having a good morning or afternoon or night, I guess, depending on where you are from. What is up, John? What is up, Josh? Sam, what's going on, guys, man? Let's get it. That is right. Let's get it. Let's get our very first strong defensive player this year. Hopefully we can get the Pistons to win. I'm hoping that everybody in the chat and everybody that saw the video, even obviously there's going to be lots of people that didn't see the video or stop by the live stream. Hopefully everybody else picks the Pistons. That's a lot of wins, man. We need a lot of wins. So we're getting ready to grind this out. I have not checked my lineup. I know I've not seen what I put in there or who to put in there. I was going to try the autumn cards. I do have 3 epic primes I was going to do. But let's see. Let's go, man. 2 teams. Everybody. Pistons, Pistons, Pistons. I know there are going to be Melo fans, man. That's the only thing I'm scared of. I'm scared of there's going to be a lot of Melo fans that don't really care about the Pistons or Ben Wallace or care whether it's a defensive player or not, just wants Melo. But yeah, let's go Pistons, baby. Got to pick them. Let's see what this lineup looks like. I don't even know who I got set in there. Okay, so I do have the same guys. So if you saw any of the Rivals Clash or the previous Rivals Clash live stream, what I used was this Kenny Anderson, Rashard Lewis, and Anthony Davis. I used all 3 of them, but they were just the regular epics. They weren't the duped up ones. They weren't the pro'd ones. And so being that I'm trying to complete the catalog and get everything done, well, I had to dupe them up. I just don't have the space. So the regular Rivals Clash deck that I always used, that won literally almost all the time, 95% of the time, I'm not going to be able to use now. So we're going to test out this deck. We're going to test out the autumn card deck, maybe even try an elite card deck just to see how it is. But like I said, we're using all 3 of them pros. Kind of see how it goes. Glenn, what's up, dude? Grinding, not talking. All good, man. Archie, what's up? What is up, guys? All right, let's get this. Let's see how it works. Like I said, I'm really not sure how well this deck's going to do. We might have to make some adjustments, but you know what? And I'll probably put out a video tomorrow kind of summarizing, I guess, the new strat that I'm going to use, since I can't use the same exact thing that I had before. See, this is going to be the problem, guys. This is why we want Ben Wallace right here. We got defense. They got offense. They will literally beat us almost all of the time. So we got to go. So we're going to see some elites, which is okay, I suppose. You know, not too much of a big deal. Offense, Kenny Anderson, man, that is why he is in here. So let's get it with the Kenny Anderson. We're going to run into a lot of epic primes, which is all good. Regular epic primes, not a problem. It's going to be that one elite card. That is going to be the one that's going to cause us some grief. Because if they put the elite card out, look at that DeAndre Ayton epic prime. I don't think I've seen that picture yet. It's going to be that one that is that elite card. That's going to be the problem. Because if we try to go all 3 singles to win and they use the elite card, we're going to end up losing. If they do the elite card inside of the double, then we're going to lose. So it's all going to depend on where they place that elite. Anyways, Marvel, what's up? David, what is up? What's the lineup that we should use? Chicken Nugget. I am, man, $2 dono. Let me get back to you, David, here in just a second. Chicken Nugget, man, thanks for stopping by. I am doing good today. Thank you for that $2. Again, always coming through, man. You are much appreciated, MVP. Definitely appreciate the $2, and thanks for coming by. Like I said, I am doing pretty well. Went to bed somewhat early last night just so I could kind of be ready for the grind, and we got elite coming right here. First draft board. Well, okay, next draft board. Or next picks. But I'm doing good, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. David, back to you, man. This is the lineup I'm using. Before all the previous events, I used Kenny Anderson, Rashard Lewis, AD. This same exact lineup, except I used only the regular epics, no pros. But like I explained earlier, I need catalog space, right? And I'm trying to complete all the catalogs, so I had to pro those cards that I always used. So I'm going to try with these three. It's a different, I've never used this lineup before. So we're going to try it with just these three pros. And as you saw from the very first one, the issue that we're going to come across is there's going to be an elite card there, or probably an Epic Prime Pro, one of those two, an elite or an Epic Prime Pro. And that's going to be the card that's going to determine whether or not we win or lose. So we'll go two crappy ones, and there they use the elite. See, that's the case right there. If I would have tried to win that one, I would have ended up losing just because of that elite card. And so, yeah. So now we got to win all three of them. Chris, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Definitely appreciate that. Defense. What do we want to do? Oh, I forgot to change these. Shit. Oh my god, we won by 1 point. I need to change that. I need to change to a defensive one. I definitely need a defensive one. Let me switch that out. I still have not picked up any other support cards besides offense. I have 17 offensive supports, 2 rebounding supports. Let's go. Elite. First draft board. Okay. Or a rare offensive support. Hey, we got a momentum though. And for those of you guys that wonder whether or not to save your momentums, guys, you need to save them for the very last day. I really think that that is the best strat or idea to do. Try to grind as much as you can where you want to be. Try to get where you want to be before the very last day. That way, when it comes to the last 2-3 hours of the event, use your remaining or all of your momentums. That way you do not drop, because in this event you will drop a crap ton at the end just because it's unlimited and everybody will have momentums at the end. So save all your momentums to the last 3 hours. Grind as hard as you can to get where you want to be and get there. Rangers King, what's up, man? Haven't stopped by in a while. Rivals Clash, everyone calls the worst event. I think Rivals Clash is my least favorite event. For me, that's my least favorite. Noah, what's my strat? I'm going with the three. I'm going with these 3 Epic Pros right now. We're going to try it, but like I said, there's going to be either one Elite or Epic Prime Pro in every single deck. And so we just got to try to avoid it. Try to do whatever you can to avoid it. If it's one card, get them to bait it out. And they didn't use it that time. Another one card. Oh my gosh, I forgot to switch my supports again. Oh my god. So we're going to end up losing this one because I have a feeling that the elite card is going to be in this one right here. So we're going to end up losing this. And there's the elite card. And that's what we got to try to avoid. That's the bad thing with this deck. I guess finding out now is that elite card is going to be what's going to kill us. We need to get a defensive player or a defensive support. I need to put that in there. But we're going to try out some different decks. Since I've never used this deck and it is different, we're going to try this deck for a little bit. Then we're going to try the one with the autumn cards. I have 3. It'll be very similar to this. I have 3 epic, regular epic, autumn cards. And so we should get about the same deck tier that we'll face. But we'll try that one too, just to see how it works. I did pull an elite defensive support, man. That's what I want. I want the defensive support. Elite. That'd be a good one. Fee, what's going on, man? I'm doing 3 autumn epics leveled up all the way. I think that's a good idea. If I had 3 autumn epics, I would do the exact same strat that I did last time with, is that the elite? It is. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Rebounding and playmaking. Offense, we're going to take that one. As long as we can avoid the elite every time, we're going to win. We just have to be able to bait it out. And what I found out, guys, I think this is... Hopefully we come up to a good one again, where I can show you exactly what I mean about when they play the single. Because determining when they play the single, if they play it in the double, that's going to be the hardest part. Tom, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you? Adam, what is up? Why not just use your best 5 cards? Curious. Adam, all 5 best cards are event cards, and if I use all 5 event cards, I will only play people that have event cards. Every single person I play will all have the exact same 5 cards, and therefore it won't matter necessarily how you play it. It's only going to depend on pure luck, what you pull, and or at least what the, I guess, the stats are that they pull them with. Like if we get offense, or if they get offense and we get defense, that's going to be the only thing that's going to determine it. And so since they play the exact same cards, it's sometimes really hard to win. We can give it a shot, though. I don't have any... I'm not opposed to it. Defense. See, God, I hate having defense. We got to win it, so we're going to pick it. We lost that. Unbelievable, man. See, that's why we need a strong defensive player right there. Just every time you face... When you're defense and you face an offensive guy, man, it's just... Even with a support card, like I used my best defensive player with a support and still couldn't win it. Just got an elite spinner, man. Good luck. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Hopefully you get a foil card. There's another defense. God dang. Ouch. That hurts. Oh, we ended up winning. Wow. I actually didn't think we were going to win that one. His rebounding was super high. Let's hear what you got, Noah. Come on. Put it out. You should try 1 Epic Pro. 2 regular Epics. Haven't lost yet. I imagine you know what it is. Well, judging from that, man, I would say if it was me, it'd be either an offensive support or a red focus. One of those two. Like I said last time, man, I do not pay the 25 credits anymore. I don't do it. It's just not worth it. We'll give that a shot, Fee. We'll give that a shot, man. We'll do that after a little bit. I don't have very many regular epics left. And definitely not any good epics left. Okay, so this is one. So you see that he played a crappy card. He played a crappy card first, a 400 card. And so if the next one is a single on the second one, I usually always go with my best card, because more times than not they always play that elite card or their best card on the 3rd single. If they play 3 singles in a row, they usually seem, at least from what I've noticed, they've played their best card on the 3rd single. So if they don't play the best card the first one, and then the second one is another single, then I try to win on the second one. And they used a support card and we lost. See, god dang it, man. I had the right idea. I knew that they were going to do that, but didn't make a difference. Didn't matter. I'm running Terry Porter, Chris Middleton, Rodman, and Epic Prime Pros. Haven't lost yet. Awesome, dude. Awesome. That sucks, Noah, dude. That sucks. Like I said, we're just going to give this deck a try. We haven't tried this deck out, so we're going to try it, see what happens. We're going to give it a couple more chances. But as you see, it doesn't look like that this deck might be the best of ones to pick. Gonna see a lot of autumn cards. Obviously gonna see a lot of autumn cards. Alright, I think that's about it. I think that's definitely about it. Let's switch it up. We're gonna try something different. This one isn't very good. Alright, so let's try the autumn. I know that the autumn is pretty close to the same, but we're going to try the autumn one this time. And then we'll try the other ones too. Got the Trevor Ariza Pro yet, Tom? I do not. I do not have the Ariza Pro yet. Still looking for it, dude. Still looking for it. Crazy, after all this time, I can't seem to find it anywhere. So this should be very similar to pretty much the same, close to the same exact deck, right? As the last one, seeing that regular epics or regular epic primes are just the exact same as oh, this one's actually a little bit better. This is a deck is just a little bit better. Yo, my man Pineapple coming through with the $10 dono. Get that defense. That is what I'm talking about. Good to see you in the stream, man. It's been some time. I know like always you are a busy man with school and work, but I appreciate you stopping by. Definitely appreciate that $10, dude. We want that defense, no doubt. We need that defense. Got to get Ben Wallace, and I really like the Ben Wallace one just for the fact that he's not a regular card, right? He's not a card that's in the deck. It's not like Carmelo Anthony, who has other cards. So Ben Wallace isn't even in there anywhere, and it's a different elite card, which makes it even cooler. And it's one that we can't get, and so plus it's a defensive guy. I mean, a strong defensive guy. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I'm doing normal epic autumns. I would do epics, but I only have 2 of them. I only have 2 of them. Offense playmaking. School and work. School and work. No doubt, dude. No doubt. That's tough. That is tough. I know that when I was in school, it definitely took up a big chunk of my time along with work. And so I feel you, dude. I definitely feel you. Patrick, I'm using 4 ultra rare pros, 1 epic. Like your deck, doing well. That's good. I do not have any ultra rare pros. I had to get rid of all of them for that's why I don't use the epic or the ultra rare one, the ultra rare deck anymore. Oh my god, Denver is winning. Oh my god, guys, this is not good. This is not good. They already have almost 3,000 point win. Why do people want the Melo? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I know that Melo is like, there can't be that many fans. There's no way. This thing is rigged. 100% rigged. God dang. That's so disappointing, dude. That is so disappointing. Oh man, if Melo wins this, I'm gonna be so sad. Like, I really am gonna be sad. to get another pick and roll passer. Like, that's going to be our, what, 5th pick and roll passer for the elite cards. The 5th one. Why? 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 Oh my god, dude. Damn it. There's that elite, and they did it the second one. You got the Cody Zeller single yesterday in the Flash event. That is awesome. Now you have all of the ultra rares done. That's cool, dude. That is cool. This deck, we might come across the same problem. It's going to be always that one elite card. And I don't know, man. Obviously, it's going to work out to where they... unless they play it first, unless they play it for the very first card, I mean, it's almost like, who knows if we win. It's going to be tough. Hopefully the tryhards come through. Man, we need some people. We need some people to put in some work. That's okay. We got someone on our team that's going to get 1,000,000 points. 1,000,000 wins. Derrick Rose dropping 50 points. Dude, I did. And what was even better than just Derrick Rose, what was even better than him dropping that 50 points was the after game interview. I mean, hearing him and seeing him all like choked up and listening to the fans like yell and scream and cheer for him, like while he was you know, talking and stuff, dude, that was actually really cool, dude. I definitely appreciated that, and it that was a pretty cool moment. Definitely a good moment. I mean, obviously I don't know what he has gone through as far as his work ethic, but the way he made it sound, I mean, it made it sound like he definitely works his butt off, and he really worked his butt off to try to get back in shape and game ready and stuff, and that's good to see, man. It was good to see. I definitely did enjoy that. Since Denver is winning, Josh, I would hold out just a little bit. I wouldn't quite give in just yet, man. Who knows? Like, it could be a little bit of a late start. Don't give up on the Pistons yet. Don't give up on them yet. I mean, but we'll definitely know in the next, you know, 6 hours or something like that. Actually, I would say by the time this stream is over. By the time the stream is over, we should know who's going to win. I bet if Derrick Rose cuts his hair, he'll be just as good as his MVP self. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that hair is crazy. He definitely got a crazy haircut. Definitely need to trim some off the top. Yeah, Josh, if you go hard today and tomorrow, and if they're still getting blown out, then you can just shut it off. Just don't play anymore. You know, if that's the card you want, then just quit playing. And that, you know, you'll have Sunday off for free. You know, let Sunday do your, you know, watch some football or do something like that. You know, hang out around the house. Go out. Enjoy the day. But it's not looking good, man. All those wins are piling up quick. You would try 2 epic autumns and a normal epic, leveled up all the way. I could. I just don't have very good epics left. I just don't have very many good epics. But, I mean, I'm willing to give anything a shot. I'm going to try to come out with a good game plan for the video tomorrow. Try to see if I can't find something that will give me good, consistent wins. With this deck, I think this deck is by far better than the last deck we just tried. Just because they seem to play regular cards a lot in these, and autumn cards are better, so it's a little bit better of a buffer. The only thing we got to be careful of is just not get that elite card. That's the only thing that's going to cause us to lose, is playing the elite card when we're trying to win one of the rounds. How about them Throwback Thursday packs, though? Oh, man. I tell you what. Last year, I know that Pineapple, especially you, man, you bought a ton of the throwback packs last year. And I wasn't really a fan of how the cards looked last year. But this year, man, the throwback cards look good. They really do. I really dig how they designed not only the throwback cards, but the rookie star cards. Both of those cards look really nice and a million times better than the regular cards this year. I mean, I'm not too big of a fan on how plain and boring the regular cards look. I think they kind of took a step back as far as those go. But man, the Throwback Thursdays and the Rookie Stars, both of those look amazing. They do. They look really good. So we've won like 6 in a row, man. So we're doing okay so far. We're doing okay. We just gotta, like I said, we just gotta avoid that elite card. That's the one that's gonna kill us every time. Or that Epic Prime Pro. That's gonna be the card. Defense, defense, and defense. Let's go. We need at least one. Sean Marion looks pretty good overall, so we'll just go him. They have another one. Now that is absolutely complete bullshit. What is going on with this deck? Did y'all see this deck? This deck I just played just now had an Epic Prime Pro and a regular Elite in the deck. Tell me how that is anywhere close to an Epic Prime deck. That is absolute 100% horseshit. There is no way that deck should have been in the tier that I just played. No way. One Epic Prime Pro and an Elite Pro, and the rest of them were Epic Primes. That's not cool at all. Not cool at all. I don't appreciate that. That's a big... Yeah, it is definitely. What's my deck again, Dennis? I am running the 3 autumn cards that I have. So I have 3 autumn Epic Primes. I'm just trying it out. We tried earlier Epic Pros. I don't have the same cards that I did in all of my previous Rivals Clash. I don't have any of those cards anymore just because I'm trying to complete the catalog. Had to dupe those cards up. So it's time to make the deck just a little bit different. So we tried Epic Pros, didn't really work out as well as I hoped. Now we are trying 3 autumn cards. So all 3 of these Epic Primes are autumns. Obviously the 2 we got during the Flash event, and then the Sean Marion I got, which should be in a Suns jersey, I should say. But all 3 of those we're going to try. Yeah, we're gonna get a better mellow card in the future, so I don't know why people want. I don't get it either. And what I don't get either, I just don't understand why they don't add variety to the game. Like, why put in the same stuff? Victor Oladipo, I like that card. That was a pretty nice card. I dig it. Defense, we got to go that one, yeah. Rondé Hollis Jefferson. That's what Cat Daddy does. Bad matchmaking, yeah. That was probably the worst matchmaking that I've seen, though. That was not even close to a deck that was even comparable to mine. Not even close. But yeah, I definitely get bad matchmaking sometimes. Oh my god, almost 6,000 difference already. Yeah, Denver definitely won. Dude, I'm already heartbroken. I am already heartbroken. Like, I was so excited for that Ben Wallace. I really was. I was so excited for that card, man. Not only did it look good, but it's a elite card that is not in the game at all. Ben Wallace doesn't even have a card. It's a historic card. It's something different. And it has a different focus than we are used to. Even though Clint Capella, I think, got Tenacious Rebounder too. But this one, the defense was just as good as Jason Tatum, just as good as Chris Middleton's offense, and it would have been able to beat him. It would have been able to beat him. It would have rounded out our deck, our top 5 deck. But we got screwed. We got completely screwed. Man, that's terrible. Yeah, that's sad. It is sad. But Baker, what is going on, man? Welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, my phone is blowing up. Homie's telling me about free 500 Call of Duty points. I can always use free 500 Call of Duty points, but please don't be high. No. Okay. Good thing they had that ultra rare. Saw your video and still played. You would have wanted that Wallace too. Yeah, I think the Wallace is a great card. Really good card. So it's pretty disappointing to see that that not get in there. So packs, man, Pineapple, dude. I wish, man. I really wish. I just don't have the funds for that, man. I really don't. Like, just doing what I do now, like just spending the minimum I can just on refreshes and stuff. Like, I shouldn't even do that as far as spend money goes. That is tough to it's tough, dude. I wish I could open $100 a pack. I wish I could be like some of the people that play Madden, where they open like $100 worth of packs every single new type of pack opening and stuff. Man, that would be amazing, but I just can't afford that type of stuff, man. They're so expensive. Man, my man Pineapple, dude. Putting the pressure on. Putting the pressure on, dude. That's definitely a drop. And today is Friday, though. Today is Friday. I wish we could like rewind the clock and say, dude, let's get it on whatever. But that's definitely a, what is $20, man? $20 and $10. That's $30 if my math serves me right. And man, I think if that's what you want to do, I think that'll cover it. Of course, I know people say, oh, $20 definitely does cover it, but also keep in mind that YouTube takes money too from me. So I only get the portion of the donation, but I think we can do it. I think we can do a pack. Let's see. Let me check. See how much. I can't remember how much packs are. All right. Where's the store? Throwback Thursdays. They are 15. Credits are 3 Throwback Thursday. Goodness gracious, man. I couldn't do that. That would be 3 of them would be 4,500 credits. And 4,500 credits would be, well, the 2,500, which is 20, and then a lot of the singles. I'd almost have to get the huge credit pack, which is $50, which is way too much. I mean, I could do the, I wish they had still the 1,000 credits. If it was still 1,000 credits, then that would be different. But I mean, it's 2,500 credits I could get for that. And that's enough for one of them, at least. I mean, if that's what you want to do, Pineapple, I mean, we can open one of them. I can get the 2,500 credits and get one of them. But like I said, the packs this year are definitely different. You only get one card. Well, one card. You only get one single card. Oh, and Baker brought up a good point, man. Save for, I mean, what about saving for Star Tier as well? Star Tier is going to come out in just what? A week and a half? Maybe. I'm thinking that Star Tier is going to drop a week from Monday. And so, but I'll do whatever you want, man. If you want me to open one pack of Throwback Thursdays, I can open one pack of Throwback Thursdays. Or we can save them for next time. I will say that I will leave it up to you. I know you love the pack openings though, dude. I definitely don't blame you for the pack openings. Definitely want to get those. Currently top 500. I need lineup tips. Daniel. Well, we're just experimenting right now. We're just experimenting with new lineups because the lineup that I always used in the past, I do not have it anymore just because of the fact that well, I had to dupe up the cards that I had. And so I needed to change my lineup. So this one's going to be a little bit different than previous ones. And so right now we are trying just 3 Epic Prime Autumns. And it works pretty good as long as we can not face the elite card. As long as we can avoid the elite card, we're good. We'll win. Just whenever we accidentally play one of our good cards for it, then we end up losing. I'm getting thrashed on this. Rivals Clash had to change my lineup about 6 times. Johnny, yeah, we're trying to adjust. We're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. I'm gonna try to make a video tomorrow out of all the decks that I tried today. I'm gonna experiment Like I said, I used to use just 3 regular epics. It worked great before, but I don't have those anymore. I had to dupe them up. So we're trying new stuff. We're trying a bunch of different things. Do you think we'll get a free pro before the next gauntlet? I definitely, if we don't get it by Monday, I don't think we'll get one. I do not think we'll get one if we don't get it by Monday. Do what you want, man. I appreciate that, dude. I definitely appreciate not putting the pressure on me, for sure. Personally, I would rather, like, if you really want me to do a pack opening, we could definitely do a pack opening with your donations. I have no problem with that. I think the best thing to do, maybe though, is wait a week and a half for star tier and wait for when it's on sale, either when the rookie stars are on sale for 1,000, which is on Sunday, and then or Monday, Sunday or Monday, and then the throwbacks, which is on Thursday. And so maybe either do a live stream for one of those, maybe Sunday night for the rookie stars, or on Thursday for the other ones, and just do one when the new tier comes out. Because once the new tier comes out, we're going to want them. There's another one that they had 2 elites. They had 2 elites in this deck as well. 2 elites and 2 epic prime pro, or 2 epic primes. That is some B shit. There's no way I should be facing those decks. We'll try this one a couple more times and then rotate it again. Try a different deck. I'm interested to try the elites, using those event elites. I do want to try that. See if that works. Alright. They got Autumn and an elite card in that one. They better not have a... And they do. They got another one. This is absolute complete bullshit. Like, there is no way. This is like the 3rd time that we have faced a deck that has had 2 elites in it. That is un-freaking believable. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Like, that is absolutely the worst matchmaking in the world. How can you have a deck that is epic with only 3 epic primes and get matched against decks that have 2 elites and 2 epic primes? That makes absolutely no sense. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, so let's try the elite one. That is stupid, man. That is just so stupid. I guess Steve Nash, right, for the high offense, high playmaking. We'll go the Dennis Rodman, like somebody said, and then we'll do the Clint Capella. Well, it's probably not going to matter if it's Dennis Rodman or the other ones. They probably, I don't know. Let's try it with the Dennis Rodman and see if it works. Because I don't know how many event elite cards they'll have. I'm willing to bet that they have. Probably at least 3 event cards in every single one of them. At least 3 events. I hope when you get the... So much for crossing out that mellow. I know, dude. I was hoping that it would bring me good luck. I was hoping that it would bring me good luck, man, but it definitely didn't. Guess not. I just hope when you open the packs you get good cards, have some bad... I know, I've had a couple bad pack openings too. 2 epic primes, 2 epics, 1 uncommon. Maybe that's what we'll have to do is switch. Maybe we'll switch the epic prime to an epic and see if that works. Just came across a deck that has 52,000 wins. Wow. 52,000 wins. That is absolutely crazy. Look at this guy's offense. 1,816. That's crazy. Crazy. Like, there's no way to beat any of those. Look at that. They had all five cards. So even though we had 2 uncommons, and one autumn card, they had 3 of, or all 5 of them were event cards. So it's really no point in not doing 5 event cards if you're going to do this. Let's see what it's like. I guess we'll go put in DeAndre Ayton. We'll put in Chris Middleton, and we'll put in Manu Ginobili. That'll give us an extra rebounder. The rest of them are defense. All their defense sucks. We'll just go those. Elite pros only. We'll try this one for a little bit, see if this one works. $1,699. All right. That's how they want to do it. So as long as we win the double, I think we would be okay. Just depending on what... God, that's crazy. And then we get rebounding as the very last one. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this game is 100% rigged. No doubt. All elites are a bad idea. I mean, I think so too. But if we have 2 elites are in there, then... Or you know what? You know what? Maybe this will be better. How about we try this? We're going to try everything. Let's try to bring down a regular one. We'll do Paul George. And then try to drop these down as far as we can. Maybe we'll get out of Elite. No, we are still in Elite Plus. Let's see if we do this one, if it'll have event cards as well. Whoops. See if it'll do all 5 event cards. Two epic primes, non-pro'd, 2 event pros, 1 regular elite, but the 3 event pros should definitely work. See, it's just the fact that they activate like literally 100% of the time. Every time they need to activate, they do. Oh, well, there's one that's not an event card, finally. Oh, look at that. And they have 2 regular cards. At least with that one it worked. They didn't have all 5 of them event cards. Surprising. That is surprising. Maybe that one will be better. But of course, we have to win the 3 every time. I'm about 175 games away from my 5,000. Who was my 5,000? I can't remember who it was. I think it was Al Jefferson. I think my 5,000 was Al Jefferson. Offense and rebounding. Look at that, Elite Pro. That didn't work. So they had all 5. So all 5 of those that time, all 5 of them were Elite Pros. So I guess when they're all 5 Elite Pros, it's not going to work either because we can't win. Just go common instead of uncommon for my 2 crap cards. I don't know. Do I have to? Will that really make the difference? Would that really matter? I'm not sure that that would actually matter. It might, though. It might. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. All right, Baker. We'll try that. We'll try that lineup next. Elite Pros only does not work. Pineapple. Yeah, it does not work. Was not very good, especially if they do pros all the time. Like there again, man. 2. This ain't gonna work either. Here's again where they used all 5 of them. All 5 of them were Elite Pros. That's not gonna work either. This actually is probably the most I've seen it be bad matchmaking out of any time I've ever seen. All right, let's try Baker's, what he says. The bot is too smart. Yeah, they definitely make the bot smart to make sure they know when to put in there, what card to put in there. All right, Baker says 2 Epic Prime non-pro'd, 2 event pros, and a regular Elite Pro. Epic Prime, I don't understand how that's gonna work, but we'll try it. Epic Prime non-pro, so that will be Michael Ray Richardson, and let's go, I guess, Detlef, and then we'll go a regular pro. He said regular pro for the Elite. Because I still think all 5 of these cards are going to be Elite Pros. Like, And probably half the time they're going to be all event pros. But it could be wrong. We'll have to see. Oh, look at that weird card. Yeah, this is definitely rigged. There's no way. There is no way that somebody has a card like that in their deck where they have the Terry Porter with only 1,000. There's no way that that's like that for real. But as you see, it doesn't matter. Because they, like when we had our single, they activated and they used the support card. Maybe this will work though. Maybe this will work. There was definitely an opportunity to win that one. It just didn't happen. It ignores trash if the difference is too big. Cat Daddy made that change years ago. Should we go singles or doubles? Let's go. Let's just get it. They definitely turned up the difference to level ridiculous. Yeah, we've had some problems. We've definitely had some problems. And there we go again. We lost again. Because it's defense. Still think 2 epic autumns and a normal epic leveled up all the way. You know what? I think maybe we'll try that. Almost back to what we were using last time. Because last time when we were using the 3 just regular epics, it worked great. Hardly ever lost. Defense again. Oh, there we go. We finally can possibly win one. Since we got offense. And we get playmaking, which is our worst one. We still won though. Hey, look at that. We got a victory. There's the first. We got a victory. I think it's a good idea to try that epic one though. We're going to try the epic one and see if that works out good. Here in a little bit. We're going to try this a couple more times. Because I might, those 2 epics might work when they're autumn cards. Use the 2 epic autumn ones. You got basketball tonight, so I'm not probably going to stay in the top 500, so I got to play all day tomorrow. Yeah. I'm pretty bad about waiting till Sunday to really grind this out. Well, there's an L. They activated for not only... Oh my god, I swear to god this game is 100% rigged. Cat Daddy doesn't like my videos. I think they watch them and they see all the crap I talk and then they're like, you know what, forget this guy. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I think maybe I should have kept my old deck and not pro'd it. Just because it worked so good. Like my old deck works so good. Alright, let's try the epic one. got so many freaking cards, dude. All right, J.R. Smith. And the other guy was a center. Can't even remember who the other guy was. Oh, he was a center. Good defense, too. Good defense and good rebounding. I like it. Okay, so we're at the bottom of Ultra. Actually, I want to try it with this one first. I'm going to try it with this using the Epic Prime first. I know that kind of seems backwards, but I'm going to try it with that. And then I'm going to switch it out for a regular Epic. 3 Epic non-pros working wonders for me. Adrian, man, that's what I've always used, was 3 Epics. I use 3 Epic regular ones, non-pro'd. That's what I've always used in Rivals Clash. Or I use the Ultra Rare Pro one, like I did in the video. That one worked flawlessly pretty much too. But, should we, yeah, let's do the 2 uncommons just to see what kind of cards they got. Okay, alright, not bad. Those are always going to be close. What in the world? Okay, well. A regular Epic card. A regular Epic card beat the Autumn card. That's disappointing. But Adrian, man, that's what I always used, but I got rid of them. So I needed to use them for the catalog, so I don't have those same ones I've always used. Derrick, what is going on, dude? Welcome to the stream, man. How is your Friday going? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody else as well. If y'all do have a deck that you like, man, feel free to put it in the chat. We will test it out. We are going through, we're just going through a bunch of decks, man. We're trying to see, I'm trying to find one that I actually like, that I think will work, because I'm not sure what is going to work and what is not. Since we have to switch it up, I would say to go low tier as possible. There are less variations. Yep, the one that I did the initial video on is super easy. Super easy, but I don't have any of those cards anymore. That was like the initial Rivals Clash one. Using that deck was super easy. And I just don't have them anymore. So I can't use them. Tom, you're off 3:30 there. Should probably sleep. Awesome, dude. Well, thank you for stopping by. Be sure you hit that thumbs up on your way out. If there's anybody else also, would be very nice. If you are enjoying, man, be sure you hit that thumbs up. Really helps me out and helps the stream out, helps the channel out. Would really appreciate that. But you have a good night, man. I know you're going to be grinding tomorrow. Got that Epic Prime Trevor Ariza. Put in the J.R. Smith Autumn, Wally Zerbiak Autumn, Davis Epic, 2 uncommons. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't have the AD anymore, regular cards, so I can't put that in. That's not gonna work. But this one hasn't been doing too bad. I guess what? We're 2 for 3 now. So I can't say that it's awful, but I need a deck. Everybody needs. Oh my gosh, look at this difference. 13,000 points, man. That is sad. I should not have done that. It just gave me an epic prime deck. I wasn't even paying attention. Epic prime deck. I don't think there's any way I'm going to win this one. I'm so pissed off at the phone was at 1% when the event started, so I had to miss that last hour. Dang. 1%, man. Definitely can't get anything done with that. People can't get off mellow, no doubt. Your 3 ultra rare pros, 2 comics gets it done. It definitely does. That definitely gets it done. But like I said, man, all of the decks that I've always used in the past that worked flawlessly or pretty close to flawless, I don't have any of those cards anymore. So I needed to get rid of them, and I probably shouldn't, but I needed to get rid of them for inventory spaces and trying to complete the catalog and stuff like that. So I don't have any of those cards anymore, unfortunately. Go AD Pro, Kenny Anderson Pro, and any Autumn single. Could try that too. Definitely could try that too. That's not a bad one. AD Pro is pretty good. Kenny Anderson Pro is pretty good. But that might come across the same problem that we had last time where we kept getting the elites. When I had those in there, I was still getting 2 elites completely leveled up inside one of those in each round, which is complete bullshit. And then we got a green one. It's interesting. Yeah, why would people choose Denver? I don't know, man. I can't imagine that many people really wanting Carmelo. Like it doesn't seem like that is a real... Like, why would that many people really want another card that's exactly like all the other cards? There can't be that many people that like Carmelo. Like, they just want him just because he's Carmelo. Maybe what we need to do is use this deck and reset it until it's green every time. That might work. Most people play this game, play it casual, so they don't think about what's needed. Yeah, but Derek, if you think about it, if you take the people that get in the top 100, right, those are going to be the majority of the wins anyway. All the people that play casual that get, you know, top 5,000, top whatever, those people don't have very many wins. I bet you take each person in the top 100 will be equivalent to the number of wins of 100 casual players combined. And so I would think that the top people would be able to win enough, and those would be the ones that influence who actually wins and losses, not the casual player. But, I mean, I really don't know for sure. Yeah, Melo's definitely gonna win. You're in the top 20, spent 0 and watching the stream. Hey, type in, Glenn, type in the chat the exact cards you use for your deck. Or just Discord it to me if you don't want to. Hey, 0 wins, +5, 0 points, unranked. That's awesome. Oh yeah, the empty draft board. You will get 1 elite once in 10 games, but you can dodge it. You meant an autumn epic. Okay, I got you. Finished top 50. That's pretty good. Any top 50 is pretty awesome. But yeah, the AD and a regular epic, I'll test that out. I'm going to try this one just a little bit longer. Check that for the... I'm going to keep trying where... See if I reset it. If I do this until I get green ones. Maybe I should just keep like going back and then going in and just only get green. If I get green every time, I think maybe the highest card is always going to be an epic prime. I mean, this might be the way to go if that's the case. If I never get a pro, if I never get an Epic Prime Pro, and I only get an Epic Prime 1 doing this and just backing out when I don't get a green card, then... Or a green tier. Unknown error. That is actually the first time I've ever seen that. What happened to my draft picks? So just back out, go in, back out, go in, and do that until you get a ultra rare tier. So I know that they're going to have 1 Epic Prime left, right? Or maybe not. Oh, there it is. Oh, and we still won. I'm liking this deck so far. I'm liking this deck. Mellow with Braves was so good. Why are you unranked? Yeah, it was just a glitch. So maybe this is what we'll try for a little bit. So just go in there, back out. Just do this a couple times. Well, unless of course you got to do it 100 times, then it'd be a pain in the ass. If you got to do this without, you know, if you got to do it this many times every time, it might not be worth it. But every time you get those ultra rares down there at the bottom, it's almost like money, because they don't have anything higher than an Epic Prime. Sometimes they don't even have that. Ranked 31 with a George Hill Pro, Blue Edwards Pro, Gugliotta, everything maxed out. See, that's good. I mean, I liked my ultra rare one. I thought that was really good. Play AD or Kenny plus JR for 2. And leave that pro for the last. All right, I'll switch it over here to that one here in a second. But doing what I've been doing now and just waiting till I get a ultra rare tier. Haven't lost yet. Although clicking back and forth is an absolute pain in the ass. Did you see that elite at the bottom? Elite in the middle? Jokic too, he is a top big man in the game. He definitely is. But I have 1,000 centers already, so I do not need another center. Okay. So we actually did lose that one. They had an Autumn Pro they used. Alright, we'll try yours, Glenn. That was our first loss. So we will we'll try yours instead. See how that works. Although that deck really wasn't bad if I... Look at these, all green. Actually, let's do one more since it's green. I have a 10+ win streak. Historic Tim Hardaway, Jordan Clarkson, and Tyler Zeller. That's nice. Tim Hardaway. Wait. Tim Hardaway doesn't have an epic card. Does he? Am I tripping? Does Tim Hardaway have an epic card? I stopped 3 epics, went back to the Ultra Rare Pros. I like the Ultra Rare Pro deck. I definitely do like that deck. 40% of the votes still go to casuals. I guess Wallace isn't appealing because he wasn't ever a big scorer. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he wasn't ever a... Well, plus you got to think that a lot of people that are still playing this game, I would think that a lot of them are still young. They might not necessarily know Ben Wallace, even though that he's not that old. There's still going to be a lot of people that play this game that don't know who Ben Wallace is. Or at least know him or remember seeing him play his game, right? So there's probably a number of people that don't even know him. And we're like, who is this guy? I'm not picking him. Feel like those ultra rares are a lie. Yeah, I mean, their deck tier is definitely doesn't feel like what their deck tier really is. And you know that some of them are for sure messed up because the ones that show elite on there are definitely not elite. If you play those elites, they're not elite tier, the cards that they have in there, but it still shows them like that. So in some way, some of them are messed up for sure. And just like when we were doing the last one, when it said Epic Prime, and they had 2 elites in there, 2 fully maxed elites along with Epic Prime, or 3 Epic Primes, that's definitely not an Epic Prime deck. So the tiers can be definitely screwed up for sure. The icons glitched. They don't really, yeah. Yeah, they no doubt don't. But when they're green, for the most part, they are worser decks. Worser? Lower decks. All right, let's try Glenn's recommendation and see how it works. We'll switch this over to Kenny Anderson. Swap. Kenny Anderson's a beast. And then we'll switch this to AD. who's another beast. And our deck jumped up a ton. We're not going to get any green ones in this one. Alright, so that's what it looks like. Oh, you meant a throwback Tim Hardaway. Dude, that is awesome. I used to love Tim Hardaway, man. I wish I could have that throwback card. That would be a sweet card in the Warriors. Yeah, Warriors. What am I saying? He was in a Warriors jersey, right? So I think this is it, right? We're gonna probably want the epic one though. We don't need any epic primes. Although it's gonna probably, well, there it came up in epic. We'll try it with the epic. Then we'll try epic prime, see if it works. Hate when you watch accidentally watch an ad. So do I, man. I do that sometimes too. I do that sometimes. Just accidentally hit it. Messes up your mojo and like everything you got going on. I don't know how this is gonna work, dude. Yo, Glenn, how is this gonna work, man? They have they had 3 epic primes. Fully maxed out epic primes there. If they have 3 epic primes maxed out, there's no way to win. It's impossible to win. Absolutely 100% impossible. Because you can't win the double. Can't win the double and then can't win a single. So it's impossible. Do I have any commons left? I don't have any commons. We'll have to play a couple. I think the game gets it when you use uncommons just to do the ultra rares untrained. Seems to work. Maybe you're right. I mean, maybe you are right. See, there's 1 epic prime right there. There's 2 epic primes. 3 epic primes. So we should win this. They played all 3 epic primes right there, and we won at least one of them. Oh, nope. They had all 5 of them. All 5 cards in their deck were maxed out epic primes. Yeah, that's impossible, dude. You can't win that. Like, I don't understand this matchmaking. Like that just doesn't even make sense. I understand the +5 should be hard, but I don't think that you should have to face tiers that or decks that it's impossible to win. Impossible. Like, they put in all 5 of them were epic primes. It can't you can't win. It's impossible. Let me switch these uncommons and put in what you were saying. Actually, let's just try this. We'll try Richard, and we'll just put in an epic, a regular epic. I guess Thaddeus Young, it's not going to matter. Maybe Cat Daddy is watching and making it extra tough. Yeah. You can see my team score. You can see it's working. No doubt, Glenn. I have no doubt that it's working for you. I am just saying that with me, with those decks that I faced, I can guarantee you, you are definitely not getting 5 Epic Primes when you're facing them. Yeah, I wish I had, no, I wish I had my 3 Epics back. I do. I wish I had my 3 Epics back. I should have never trained them. I shouldn't have done it. Could have been a bad move for me. You're facing 3. Yeah, if it was 3 primes, it wouldn't be a problem because you can beat, like, you can beat one of the primes with one of your cards for sure. And then when you got to the double, you can win one of those. And so I have no doubt that that would work. Yeah, that's what I was using, was those 2 autumns and an epic. That's what I was using just a little bit ago. And it was... Oh no, I was using the 2 autumns and the epic prime. That's what I was using. But that was still okay. That was still working. Let's try it with this epic prime tier. Look at Kenny Anderson coming in clutch on the activation. Y'all see that? So look at Epic Prime Autumn, Epic Prime Regular, another Epic Prime Regular, and 2 more Epic Primes. So they, again, even though we won that, they still had all 5 of their cards Epic Primes. I mean, it's winnable, but that would depend on the roll. Swap that prime for another epic. I will. I'll give that one a shout out to this one, Adam, for sure. I'm gonna try that. Hakeem or David Robinson? Who am I picking? Well, if we're talking about my favorite player, you know, like who I like more, I would go David Robinson. When I was a kid, David Robinson was, I mean, I had a couple guys in basketball that I loved, Damon Stoudemire and David Robinson. Of course, I loved the Hornets back then too, so I loved Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon. I loved him, even though he played like for the Nets. And no, who did Augmon play for? The Hawks? Did he play for the Hawks? I loved a lot of the UNLV guys when I was a kid. And then I liked, who else did I like back then? MJ was okay. My sister really liked Michael Jordan. She really liked the Bulls, so we watched a lot of the Bulls back then too. So I definitely grew up watching them. But anyway, to your question, David Robinson I would pick. Hakeem was better. Hakeem was a better player, no doubt. But I'd still pick David Robinson. 100%. Yep, he is the GOAT, no doubt. No doubt the GOAT, man. Yeah, my sister loved the Bulls. We had we used to collect cards back then. This was in the early 90s when she did. I was collecting cards in the 80s. But when she was old enough to do it, this was in the 90s. And man, we used to have so many good Michael Jordan cards from the 80s that are worth a lot now. Wish I would have held on to a lot of cards that I had back then for sure. Would be golden. People forget David Robinson sometimes, don't see him in people's top 25 all time. I know, and that's crazy to me because he was one of the best. I mean, he was an amazing all-around player, offensively, defensively, athletically. I mean, that guy can do everything, well, except for shoot a three-pointer. But he could do everything. He was an all-around monster when it came to down low. He was really good. And you're right. I think he got overlooked a lot. And maybe because of his personality, maybe he was too much of a good guy. Maybe he was too much of a, I don't know. I mean, he talked trash sometimes. Talk trash to like Charles Barkley or someone like that. But he did get overlooked a lot. I think he got overlooked a lot for a lot of his for a lot of lists. He deserves to be on the top 25. I am liking this lineup though. I do like this lineup. I mean, we're doing okay with it. I mean, switching those out and putting in regular epics, they're not putting in cards that are crazy. They've been putting in all epic primes, which is okay for the most part because I can beat them for the most of them. And they're not putting in any elites. So them not putting in elites really makes the difference. Derrick Coleman was a beast too. I used to like him. Houston Spurs series were crazy. Dude, I loved late 80s, early 90s basketball was the best era for me. I mean, personal opinion, I think was the best era for basketball in the history of basketball. I mean, I obviously did not see games in the 60s or 70s. I've seen, read about it or whatever and hear about it and things like that. So I can't necessarily comment on what I've seen, but from watching the game, how exciting games were on just the rivalries between players and teams, the players that actually played in that era from, the late 80s and early 90s, to me, it was just hands down the best time period as far as basketball goes. So much better than where it is now. It doesn't feel like I miss those hated rivalries. I miss the times in which the players hated each other. There are some people that dislike each other, but It always seems like when basketball, when the game is over, everybody's also, even the losing team, when the game's over, everybody's smiling and hanging out and giving daps to everybody and taking pictures and doing all about showbiz, and nobody's about just, you know what? We lost. F you. I am out this, and just pissed off, angry, and starting the games and just, I don't know. I miss that stuff. I miss that stuff from back then. You don't ever see that anymore. The league has gone soft. No doubt about it. And you can thank teams like the Warriors for that. Who do we want to go? You can agree? But apparently Jordan had no competition. All right. All right. That is ridiculous. That's borderline ignorant. But yeah, I mean, people that are going to say, "Hey, LBJ is the greatest of all time." And I admit he is up there. He is up there. But to say he had no competition, there's no way. I mean, he definitely had competition. He had a lot of competition. He had to work. He had to work hard. And he did. He worked hard. He worked his team hard. He worked his coach hard. He worked hard to get, all that stuff. It almost makes me want to go back and watch old clips and old games just to remember what it was like. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I get caught up in watching Klay Thompson with his yellow bandana standing there at the three-point line. Throw me the ball. Throw me the ball. And then him hitting 14 threes on, what did they say, 63 dribbles? This dude dribbled the ball 63 times and made 14 three-pointers. I don't know, man. The game done changed. But everybody knows that. You almost went to that game? Tickets for your section went up to $750 a pop. My God. That's crazy, dude. Basketball games are fun. I love basketball games. I love going to basketball games. But I'm not, I mean, unless, of course, unless I'm making, $250,000. If I'm making $250,000 a year, I can afford to pay $750 a pop maybe for basketball tickets, but I can't do that, man. There's no way that I could spend that kind of money on basketball tickets. That's just downright blasphemous for people like me. You can't hang with that stuff. I sat in the first row in Bulls-Bucks game 2 years ago for $200. That's decent. I mean, that's at least respectable. That's at least respectable, man. $750 a ticket for 20 rows up. Wow. Yeah, once a year to treat yourself. You know what I need? That just made me think. I need to grab something real quick. So I went to the store yesterday and bought some loaf cake. Some cinnamon swirl loaf cake for the stream. And I almost ate it all yesterday. So I only have a couple pieces left. It is amazing. It is good stuff. I also tend to mention how he got swept first round multiple times. Oh yeah. No doubt. He did. He did. I mean, when he made it to the finals, when Jordan made it to the finals, he did well. But there were times in which he didn't make it to the finals. It got lost in the first round, and you know, that's definitely unfortunate. But look at that Oladipo. But yeah, he did, definitely. And he did have a bad team. Plays, the team is ranked 3. That's good, dude. I haven't even seen what our team is ranked right now. Oh yeah, $10 drinks, no doubt, man. Every time I ever went to a game, like a football game or something like that, baseball game, basketball game, any of that stuff, I always snuck stuff in. I always, oh yeah, I just saw that. We are ranked 2. But I always snuck food in, snuck drinks in. Tried to, even though they check you and stuff, they check women's purses and stuff, but, you know, I'd wear, like, baggy clothes or something and duct tape it to my thigh. No, not that extreme, but still snuck it in. I mean, you could sneak in, like, a little bottle. You can sneak in a little bottle and then, you know, go to the thing and buy a Pepsi or a Coke or something, and then you'll have a drink for the entire round. I mean, you bring in a small bottle, get a whole bunch of Pepsi, you're good. Whole bunch of Coke. Pistons are getting destroyed, I know, man. Like, Jose, I can't even tell you how sad it is for me. I'm sure it is for a lot of people too, but it's extra sad. Like, I was really looking forward to it. Like, I was genuinely, truly excited to play this weekend. I really was. And I was, not since the DeAndre Ayton card have I actually been excited about an event. I have not been excited about any event this year except for the DeAndre Ayton one. And I was excited for this event. I really was. I like Ben Wallace. I liked him when he played, and I really liked the fact that he was a really good defensive player. And now we're not going to get anything. We're not going to get crap because all these people are going to pick somebody that we do not need. It'll be our 5th one. Our 5th, right? Am I right on that? Our 5th pick and roll passer? It's just stupid. Like, why do we need 5 pick and roll passers? Who would win a 7-game series of the old Bulls or the Warriors now? Yeah, Adam's exactly right. Adam, I think, is pretty much on point there. It depends. What refs are you talking about? That is actually a very good point. I mean, how are they going to call the game? Are they going to call the game like they do now? Or are they going to call the game like they did before? I mean, there's a big difference, for sure. I mean, just think James Harden back then in the late 80s, early 90s. If James Harden would play back then, dude, that boy would get run over every single play. He would be on his backside every single drive. That guy would not average 12 points a game. Like, he wouldn't even know what to do, I don't think. I don't even think he would. No defense. Can't guard anybody. Can't get any foul calls. He would just be. I don't know if he would do very well either. But yeah, it would depend. I mean, I would say. Oh wow, my power just flickered. Hopefully the power doesn't go out. I don't know how that happened. The 07 Cavs was the 4th best defensive team in the league. Yeah, they were pretty solid. LeBron is the GOAT, but he did... Well... I mean, we made this argument last time about the worst team ever, and I think to me, I mean, obviously other people are going to have an opinion, but to me, what Allen Iverson did with his 76ers team was the greatest carry of all time. Even though they didn't win, it was still the greatest carry of all time, because to me, that is the worst team ever in the history of basketball to even be in the playoffs. I mean, that team was terrible. I don't want to say terrible because they won games, right? But Allen Iverson was definitely the reason why they won games. And he is the one that made them win all of the games. On average, how many points you need? Yeah, about 5,000. I would say about 5,000. I would just every event, man. Every single event, it seems to be close to the same. So I would just go regardless if it's King of the Court or Rivals Clash. Go for 5,000 and you should be safe. Or at least pretty close to it. This actual lineup that we're doing really isn't that bad. Since we're not getting any elite cards, which is totally cool, it's actually not that bad. I'm not sure that we've really even lost any. Maybe one. That's a good idea, great idea, good notice or good pickup on that. Not using the uncommons, just switching them out and just putting in epics. I mean, the epics aren't going to win you the game, but since there's not uncommons there, maybe that's the reason why they... 26 games, man. 26 games, Derrick. I knew that didn't really seem right, but he only played 26 games. I mean, they definitely weren't a bad defensive team, though, no doubt. But I still think that they are the worst team to ever reach the finals. I mean, if you got another one, Derrick, if you got another one, feel free to. Hey, look at that's the very first elite. Right when we said something, right when I say something, they're gonna throw in an elite card. But if you got another one, if you have in mind somebody, a team that was worse than that ever made the finals, I'd be interested to hear what you think. Cat Daddy just definitely, they didn't leave the stream because they just threw in an elite right there, right when I said it. Went up against someone that had a rookie star epic card. Those are good looking cards. The rookie star and the throwback cards are both good looking cards. Got Damian Lillard for your 5,000 game. That's pretty good. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Had to take that call real quick. Back to it. But Damian Lillard, man, that's pretty good. Are you rank 1? We're rank 2. Or our team is rank 2 anyway. Should we try it? Defense playmaking? I don't know. I'm sure their offense is probably pretty stacked. I don't like it. Let's skip it. We could have won that easy. We definitely could have won that. Should we use it already? Yeah, I guess we should. Good thing we did. How long is the stream going for? I usually stream 2 hours, so it's not going to be much longer. I mean, we're going to play a little bit, but it's not going to be much longer. And we lost. Dang it. All because of the defense. Again, all because we got a crappy defense. But we got all these people that don't want to get that. The 88-89 Knicks were the 8th seed, and they made the finals. That's pretty good. I remember when the Rockets went to back-to-back, they were actually even though their team was really good, or they had really good players, they didn't have a very good year. I think they were a 6th seed or something like that. I can't I mean, you'd have to check, but they were like a 6th seed, and I think they were pretty close to 500 that year or something. Maybe a couple 5 games above 500 that year. And so that year they weren't that good, or their record didn't show how good they actually were. But I did not know that. I did not know that the 88-89 Knicks made the finals as an 8th seed. Are they the only team to make the finals as an 8th seed? The 89 Knicks, though, now that I think about it, they definitely had Patrick Ewing, and they probably had Charles Oakley, right? Both of those players are really darn good. Just Patrick Ewing by itself and Charles Oakley. Probably a little too early for John Starks. He probably wasn't around till like 91. I don't know. Besides for Oakley and Patrick Ewing, I can't think of anybody else who would have been on the team. But those two guys are at least pretty solid. That team might have been just like the Rockets were, in which had a good roster, but the team didn't do that well that year. As far as their record would indicate, they might have been a better team than the record indicated. Sometimes records can be misleading, for sure. That does make me curious, so I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm like interested if you're not looking it up. 88, 89 Knicks. They put me on that defense and Tatum hit me with 1960. I know, dude. He hits that activation, and the previous ones, the previous like event cards that activated, so they get the boost on offense as well. Oh, Mark Jackson. I forgot about Mark Jackson. Kiki Vandeweghe as well. Kiki Vandeweghe. Both of those guys are good. Kiki's good. They had Rod Strickland, Charles Oakley, Mark Jackson, Patrick Ewing, Maurice Cheeks. They actually had a lot of good players. But you said 88, 89. 88, 89 Knicks. The 88, 89 Knicks finished 52 and 30, actually, now that I looked at their record. I didn't even look at their record, I just looked at their roster. But they finished 52 and 30. Allen Houston definitely wasn't around in the late 80s. Whoops. You got me curious. I'm like searching all through their previous years and stuff, trying to see what season it was. 93-94 they lost in the finals, but they lost to the Rockets. They had a really good record that year. Oh, 98, 99. I got you. Yeah, looking at that, they were actually, I think that year you could probably not count it because that was actually the short year. They were 27 and 23. They didn't play half of the season. So, I mean, technically playoffs are playoffs, and getting to the finals is still getting to the finals. But they did only play half of the season. Who was on that team? Marcus Camby. Okay. Oh, look, they had Ben Davis. Ben Davis is my homie, dude. Old time Larry Johnson. You're right on the Larry Johnson. Old Charlie Ward. Y'all remember Charlie Ward? The old quarterback for Florida State? Like one of the early guys that, you know, used to play football and the older multi-sport players. He played quarterback at Florida State and then went to the NBA and played professional NBA. I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember that or not. But like one of the early like multi-sport, like really gifted, I guess, multi-sport people. I don't want to do I'm going to have to. I lost this last time. They need to add draft picks. They do, for sure. They need to increase draft picks. Draft picks slows us down. I mean, I still like draft picks, though. God, we lost to Derrick Coleman again, dude. That's the second time in a row. And it started the exact same way. It started with defense and playmaking. And we ended up losing at the very end to, oh my gosh. I clicked the ad on accident, just like we were talking about earlier. They had Spreewell as well. They did. You're right. They certainly did. Latrell Spreewell. I liked him back in the younger days. Dennis Scott was another one. I liked him on the Magic, though. Man, they took a... Looks like they took a lot of people's leftovers. Marcus Camby was still young though. That was his youngin' days. But Larry Johnson, Dennis Scott, Herb Davis. Dude was born. Herb Davis was born in 1958. 1958, and Marcus Camby on the team was born in 1974. 16 years apart. 16 years apart on the same team. How long am I streaming for? Actually, we're getting ready to end. We are pretty much close to the end. Like I said, we stream the first couple hours of the event, and then we stream the final couple hours of the event. But I think this so far has been, oh, look at that, a Chris Paul Elite Autumn. Every time I get ready to say that this is the deck to use, they always pop in the Elite card. But it hasn't been very often. As long as this tier, if this deck continues to only get epic primes, like if it gets epic primes across the board, all 5 of them, at a consistent rate, then we could win with this deck more times, you know, at a consistent rate as well. As long as they don't put in those elite cards. As long as we don't get those elites, it's fair enough to where we could win. So I'm gonna still keep playing with the decks though. I'm gonna still keep playing with them and try to find a better deck. I think tomorrow I'll probably put out a video or something that I guess shows my results. I guess the best results that I can come up with. But yeah, we're just gonna do a couple more, guys. We're just gonna do a couple more, and then we're gonna take off. Be sure, everybody, though, that if you haven't yet, be sure you hit that thumbs up, man. Really appreciate it. Epics was still the best. I'm gonna try the epics as well. I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna try a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna try the whole bunch of them. I'm gonna try the epics. Oh my god, it did it again. Y'all jinxed me. Y'all jinxed me. Adam, you'll catch me Sunday. Awesome, dude. Can't wait. Minneapolis Lakers from 58 to 59. Yeah, that's definitely too old for me. I'm just thinking more along the lines of eye test. You know, like a personal opinion debating type of thing. I mean, teams that you've seen play, when you look at them and you're like, how in the heck with this roster can this team possibly be in the finals? Or in the playoffs or something like that. Just by your personal, like, watching them and seeing the roster that they have. That's just the type of thing. If you just go by straight record, I'm sure you could come up with stuff. Or worse teams than the Cavs, LeBron's team, and Iverson's 76ers team for sure. You won 45 in a row. That's awesome, dude. Derek, good stream, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. Do I play BO4 on PlayStation or Xbox? I played on Xbox. Yeah, I play games on the Xbox, PlayStation, and the PC. So if you are somebody that plays games and it is one of those games, sometimes we do, or sometimes I do, you know, play with other people. I mean, I have my friends and stuff that I play with, but when I don't play with them, you know, sometimes I play with other people. And if you do have the Xbox, you know, and you do play BO4, we can definitely hook up sometime. No love for the Switch. Yeah. We had the Wii U, but we got rid of it. My son had the Wii U. We got rid of it so he could have the Xbox. He wanted the Xbox. And so that's what we got. We got rid of the Wii U, all of his games, and he got the Xbox. You think Sprewell led them in scoring in the finals? I remember him being the only one that could score when they lost. I don't really remember the finals that much from back then, but Sprewell was good. I mean, he was still young, right? He was still young, still very active, still a good player. Sprewell was a really solid player. I liked him. So, but that does surprise me with Ewing, even though Ewing was a dinosaur close to by that point. I mean, he's a dinosaur. That's obviously why they needed like Marcus Camby and other big guys. I love researching the 60s though. Second favorite era. That's the only reason I mentioned it. I got you. Yeah, I just wish that there was, I guess, better quality of film. You know, I think researching the old stuff would be fun if it had, like, I don't know, better quality of material in which we could research it. It's just that, like, when you watch a game or something in the 60s and you look at the technology just back then, I mean, there are people in the 60s obviously still alive, and you look at the technology back then and then think about what we can do now, not only in game but after game, and all the editing. Like, it's literally like a lifetime. Like, it's like centuries of technology and advancement for our society in, like, bunched up in one really small time frame. It doesn't feel like it was only, you know, 50 years ago, but it feels like it was 500 years ago almost when you see this footage. Well, Derek Coleman again, give us grief. PSP was your favorite. I had a PSP. I had the new PSP as well. Sold both of those. I've had pretty much every system you pretty much can get in my life. I've had them or had a friend that had them and played on them pretty much my whole life. I mean, even the weird ones like a Neo Geo or the Sega CD or you know, systems like that are forgotten about. You watched documentaries in the 60s? Watched a few games though, yeah. I mean, it'd be cool. Alright, let's do one more after this. We'll do one more and then we'll take off for the day. It's definitely been fun, dude. It's very disappointing though. Very disappointing to see Detroit getting beat so bad. Man, it is so disappointing. I have, look at that, 24,000 wins already. I got no respect for you Nugget people. Dreamcast as well, you're right, Dreamcast. I do remember the Dreamcast. I think the Dreamcast was a little bit more popular though. I think you can actually still buy the Dreamcast. I've seen that jump around on eBay and things like that some. But I think at least it was a little bit more popular, but it's still pretty obscure and not very popular back then. There's a lot of Melo fans. There has to be, unless people just don't care. What? We just lost on playmaking? That was supposed to be our money. We ain't supposed to lose on playmaking, man. That's supposed to be our money. We haven't pulled anything in the stream. Nothing even above an ultra rare. All right, let's do one more. We ain't going out on a loss. We ain't gonna go out on a loss. God, that makes me so mad. I bet you what they're doing is just getting all the bots. They got all the bots going in on it. And all the bots are just sitting there grinding. That's all they're doing. They put all the bots to the Nuggets. And all the bots are just sitting there constantly grinding up the points. That's it. I just can't imagine that there's that many people that care more about Melo than actually getting a good defensive card. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being crazy. I don't know. But all the bots definitely vote. I mean, I agree. I think all the bots voted Nuggets. They put all of the bots, all those Chinese teams, Asian teams, whatever it is they're doing, all of them went Nuggets, and they're just going to constantly rack them up. Yeah. Well, you know what, Glenn? We might need you to win an extra 1 million, man. You might have to put in a lot of work this time. I mean, more than who else is going to make up these 33,000 wins? I think it might be on you. You're our last hope, dude. You're our last hope. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna do it. Definitely appreciate everybody stopping by, everybody coming through to the stream. Awesome of you guys to show up. Disappointing to see Detroit losing, and obviously gonna lose. For us to have to get another pick and roll passer that is gonna be exactly the same as these other guys. Since we're looking at it, let's look at them right here. Steve Nash, pick and roll. Manu Ginobili, pick and roll. Terry Porter, pick and roll. Jason Tatum, pick and roll. All of those guys. And then I guess Chris Middleton is just a posterizer. So technically he's not a pick and roll passer, but all pick and rolls are offensive playmaking. Posterizer, just offense. So offense, playmaking, offense, 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 playmaking, offense, playmaking, offense, playmaking. Stupid. Why would you want another one? But anyway, I guess with all that being said, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Thank you, of course, to Chicken Nugget coming through earlier in the stream. And then my boy Pineapple coming through as well on the stream, dropping some big donations this weekend. It's awesome. But I will see everybody in the Discord. If you have not joined yet, be sure you go down there and join. If you are interested in catching me on Xbox or PlayStation, feel free to send me a message. But until then, if I don't talk to anybody, I'm going to put out a video tomorrow about the lineup. So far, this is the one I like the best. I mean, this is the one that I'm using right now is probably the one I like the best so far. But we're going to test it out. We're going to test out a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm going to put it in the new video tomorrow because my old video, I just don't have those cards anymore, so I might as well make a new one. Anyway, guys, y'all take it easy. Y'all have a great Friday, great weekend. I'll see you when I see you. Talk to y'all later. I'm out. Peace.